All right, family, I want to talk about one of the most common fights, I have a problem with that, disagreements that couples have in these long marriages. And we're going to go there. It's the sex versus intimacy kind of tug of war. One partner wants more physical connection, and we typically know who that is, all right? And the other one wants more emotional connection, and we typically know who that is. Either way, both of them feel rejected, both of them feel unseen, and over time, what started as a dope marriage can kind of feel like a stalemate. Today, I'm breaking it down, and I promise you, before this is over, I'm gonna lay this thing down and you ain't gonna need no perm. It's gonna be there and you're gonna be able to get out of this mess that you're in, the rabbit wheel that you on, the hamster wheel that you on. When I'm done today, ooh-wee, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Next on The Certified Man.
Driven by purpose, walking God's plan. You're looking at a certified man.
Today's story is about Wayne and Lynette. Now, y'all already know me well enough to know that that's not his name, that's not her name, but the story is real, okay? They've been married for 20 years, and they, like some of you, are stuck on the same argument. He wants sex, she wants intimacy. And the harder they try, the more disconnected they become. This conversation has gone on, this argument has gone on for years. Well, here we go. Wayne wants more sex, as I said, because for him, sex ain't just physical. For him, sex is proof that he is wanted, he's accepted, and he's desired. You hear that? And when it doesn't happen, he feels like he's not enough. He gets all in his head, all right? And then Lynette wants more intimacy. I could say this. She's in menopause. Ugh, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can. She's in menopause. So what that means for her is that her body feels different. She needs emotional connection just to want to have sex. Now, here we go. Let me stop here. Because one of the points of contention is that Wayne feels like, yo, after all the stuff I do, at a minimum, you should want to. Why I gotta do extra just to get you to want to? But again, what he doesn't understand is that his wife is going through menopause. And when he pushes, she feels like he just wants her body, but he don't want her heart. Y'all hear me? Menopause is a trip. And again, we're going to try to get into that some, but maybe we'll do another series on that. So let me tell you the difference between them two. Wayne is like, he's a student of life. He's a student of marriage. So he's going to get the books. He's going to get the podcast. He's going to look at the YouTube videos, all of that. But Lynette feels like when he's sending her the links and sending her stuff, it's like he's always trying to teach her, but not be with her. So she resists because for her, being with her means being with her as she is. And so what happens is Wayne will do the things. He'll do what she asks. He'll do the date nights. Got it. He'll do the outings. Got it. He'll spend quality time. Doing a better job with that. But in his mind, he's like, yo, why am I trying to spend time with somebody when I actually am not really going to be able to be guaranteed to get what I want? Because there's no guarantee that all of the things that I do is going to lead to sex. I don't want y'all to judge just yet. I don't want y'all to judge yet because there's some pieces here that are just missing. And I know that I'm talking somebody's language, so I'm not going to tell you to put nothing in the chat. I get that. He wants guaranteed intimacy. And so now he's at the space where I'm jumping through all these hoops and everything. It ain't guaranteed. Is she even attracted to me anymore? But you got to understand also, Lynette is in her head. She said, why can't he understand what I really need? I ain't trying to give him what he needs, but I need it too. I need something to give him what he needs. And together, ladies and gentlemen, some of y'all know this, They are on the hamster wheel or the rabbit wheel of rejection, and they are running hard, but they ain't going nowhere. Wayne's truth is, I feel like I'm rejected. I feel like I'm not good enough to turn my wife on. Why does she need all of this other stuff? Why do I got to prove my worth in order to get the intimacy that I want? Lynette's truth is, I need emotional closeness. Yeah, I need the date nights. I need for you to show up for me. Be present. Don't just try to perform, but be present. Give me your presence, not your performance. Why is it why so difficult for him to see that? Can I say something to y'all? Ooh, can I say something to y'all? Because some of you that are going through this, you think it's laziness. She just lazy. He just lazy. Some of you think that they're just not interested. But no, it's neither one of those. It's two different love maps that are colliding. All right? You know, I love Terrence Real. Terrence Real would say it like this. Hey, this ain't about sex. This ain't even about intimacy. This is about, what would he say? He said mutual empathy. Mutual empathy, meaning Wayne is interpreting Lynette's need for intimacy as rejection. You see that? And Lynette is interpreting Wayne's desire for sex as pressure. And both are missing the truth. The truth is that the need itself is valid. Man, listen, for Wayne, sex is his gateway to feeling loved. For Lynette, intimacy is her gateway to feeling safe. Neither one of them is wrong. But unless they honor each other's gateway, they're going to keep circling, having the same fight. So what does repair look like? All right. Let me be Wayne first. Hey, Lynette, baby, when we don't connect physically, I start to feel like, I ain't good enough for you. Kind of feel like you keep saying it's about sex, but to me, it's not about sex. It's about feeling like I want to feel wanted by you. And that's my truth. But if I want to be honest in this space, just like I was honest with that, I'll be honest and say, I get that I'm pushing. It feels like I'm pushing you. I'm pressuring you. And that's the last thing I want. I don't want that, baby. So if you can help me understand what connection looks like for you now, I want to meet you there. I want to meet you there. Come on, Wayne. Come on, bro. That's vulnerability. That's not blame. That's vulnerability. That's Wayne, all right? What can Lynette do? Lynette can say, so Wayne, I hear you. I'm going to be honest, just like you were. I didn't realize how deeply you felt rejected. And it's not that I don't want you, but my body is changing. I feel like my body is betraying me. And my body is changing. And I need more emotional connection to get me in the mood. So when you hold me, when we laugh, I get what it's doing for you. But when you're fully present, that actually makes me want you even more. But I also see that I need to reassure you, baby. You still my man. And I find you desirable. I want you. I don't just need, I want you. Come on, Lynette. That's empathy. And that's empathy without minimizing. You didn't even see the minimize. Gentlemen, I think it's time for us to have a real conversation about menopause. Can we do that? And I know I was going to go somewhere else, but I want to sit here for a minute because some of you don't understand that menopause, it hijacks a woman's body. Nah, bro, it hijacks a woman's body. If before menopause, 2 + 2 is 4, during menopause, hey, bro, 2 plus 2 is 17 and a half. And then other days, it's 3. Her hormones are shifting. Her estrogen is dropping. And that estrogen is responsible for the viscous innards and the viscosity of the, let it rain on me, all right? When the estrogen drops, man, it's tough. And so desire isn't automatic like it used to be. She might end up dealing with some dryness. She may have hot flashes. She may have mood swings. Her body may feel foreign to even her. And it don't mean that she don't want you, bro. It means that her body has changed. And sometimes, instead of her saying that, she will get a little defensive, because it's not that she's just being defensive. It's that she's ashamed. She ain't never experienced this before. So yeah, it's a little shame with that. So the ramp up to her intimacy, bro, is longer. It is slower. How do I know? Because, hey, man, come on. I had to learn this stuff. It requires safety before desire. It requires safety before desire. She got to feel safe before she desires you. Oh, that's another video. But let me drop this on you. Can I drop this real quick? This is another video. I'm going to drop this real quick. Her safety is housed. One of the quickest ways for her, or really anybody, for us to feel safe is when it's wrapped in pleasure. And I'm not just talking about like sex, but I'm not talking about sex either. Safety is wrapped in pleasure. That means when she sees you more pleasure than burden. All right? Pleasurable moments, pleasurable experiences, like pleasure. I like being in this specific space. I like the sun. I like being outside. I like when the fall comes, like it's like surrounding her, you being on the front, you the catalyst of helping her experience pleasure, because when she gets that pleasure, she's going to have safety. I know what I'm talking about. And that will be, you get the credit for that if you're on the front end, but I'm telling you, you got to understand what I'm saying. Bro, she's not rejecting you. It's not rejection. It's biology. So here's how you can walk this out. Bros, that's listen to me. Lead with reassurance. Don't lead with pressure. It looks like this. I miss you. I want to feel close to you. What can I do right now that helps you feel safe and connected? Another thing you could do is create safety with your presence. Like hold her with no agenda. Listen to her without trying to fix it. Touch her in non-sexual ways. I get it. That thing be thangin'. I understand. But I'm saying respectfully, grow up. This is who you're married to now. And so sometimes she's going to need a hand on her back. She's going to need a cuddle. She's going to need a forehead kiss. It ain't always, hey, come on. It's about you showing up and being to her what she needs right now, today. Don't try to be who she was when you got married. You used to do this. Come on, man. Don't be a jerk, bro. Play the long game. Don't treat spending quality time with her as a transaction. If I do this, then what I get. Enjoy it for what it is. Let sex be the fruit of the connection. Say it again. Let sex be the fruit of the connection. Don't let it be the price of admission. You hear me? All right, ladies, you ready? Here's the truth. Sex for a man is not just a want. Let me get my tone right when I say this. Sis, sex for a man is not just a want. I hope you hear me when I say this. It's a need. It is our pathway to feel desired. It's our pathway to feel validated. It's our pathway to feel loved. When we reach for you, it ain't just for your body. Baby, we're reaching for your soul. And when that need goes unmet, we don't just feel frustrated. We feel rejected. We feel less than. We feel like somebody that's on the outside of the most important relationship in our life. So what can you do? You can reassure us verbally. Say it. Reassure us. You can say, I love you, and I'm still attracted to you. I want us. Even when my body feels off, I want us. Means a lot. You can offer intimacy even if the desire isn't fully there. And as a man saying that to you, you probably feel some type of way. But I'm saying nothing with force and like pain. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it sounds like, baby, I may not be all the way in the mood yet, but let's start somewhere. Let's start with closeness. Let's see where it goes. I already know if I do that, he's just going, Okay. Respectfully grow up. This is who you have. And he's not going, if you don't weaponize the refusal of sex, you don't weaponize it. That's okay. Let's just talk about that. Don't weaponize the refusal, because even though you're honest about your limits, you don't want to make him feel like sex is a test that he keeps on failing. You got to frame it like a partnership, not a punishment. Feel me? And to my brothers, bro, here's the paradox. Women need emotional safety to feel desire. Men need sexual intimacy to feel secure. And that's the loop. And the only way we get off of this rabbit wheel is if we, as men, we give safety without demanding sex. And women give sex without waiting on perfect safety. Again, my tone may not be best to make that statement. I do not mean pain. I do not mean violation. What I am saying is that you both step towards each other and nobody loses. Because if you step towards him and he's stepping towards you, there's a part of the emotional piece of that does something. It's like, hey, he ain't asking me to do the stuff I can't do. He's asking me to do what I can do. And I'm absolutely willing to do what I can do, because I also see him doing the same thing. And at the end of the day, fam, it's not about who gets their way. It's about building a rhythm where both needs matter. And you need to know you are not broken. You just caught in the rabbit wheel. And the way off of that rabbit wheel is not about winning the argument. It's shifting the frame. All right? Wayne, hey, bro, you got to risk emotional presence, even if it doesn't always lead to sex. And sometimes it doesn't. And Lynette got to risk physical intimacy, even if, and again, my voice and tone may not be the best for you to hear this, sister, but even if you're not fully there yet, it's the move towards each other that makes it make sense. Because marriage is not about keeping score. It is about meeting each other halfway and doing it again and again and again. So, brothers, your strength is in your patience, it's in your presence, and it's in your reassurance. Sisters, your power is in your affirmation. It's in your openness. It's in your intentionality. And when you put those together, not even menopause can kill that spark. Can't douse that chemistry. And here's the truth. You're not going to build intimacy by demanding it. Neither of you. You're going to build it by practicing empathy. You're going to build it by honoring each other and your gateways. Honor the gateways. Refuse to let silence become the soundtrack of your marriage. You're better than that. And I believe in you. We're going to get through this thing together. This thing called life, we're going to get through it together. I love you. I'm on your corner. I'm in your corner, and I'm on your side. And as always, bro, know I got you. And up.
Driven by purpose, walking God's plan. You're looking at a certified man.